Doug McClure, born Douglas Osborne. McClure, on May 11, 1935, in Glendale, California, grew up during a period when Southern California was rapidly transforming into a center of entertainment and post-war optimism. His father worked as an aviation engineer and his mother was a trained pianist, giving him a childhood that blended technical curiosity with artistic influence. From an early age, he showed interest in sports, music, and school plays, developing both physical confidence and a natural ease in front of people. Friends later described him as energetic, friendly, and quietly ambitious rather than flashy. These early traits would later translate well onto the screen, where he often played characters who felt approachable and sincere. Though acting was not his first career plan, the mixture of discipline from home life and exposure to performance gradually nudged him toward Hollywood, where his charisma would soon find its place. Education and the road. Toward acting, McClure attended the University of California, Los Angeles, where he initially leaned toward academic studies rather than performance. Geology and science appealed to his curiosity, and for a time, he imagined a career connected to research or teaching. Yet college also exposed him to theater programs and film culture, and classmates quickly noticed his striking looks and relaxed confidence. Encouragement from peers and small campus performances shifted his attention toward acting, not as a sudden leap, but as a gradual realization that he felt most alive on stage. He began auditioning for minor television parts, was still balancing his studies, learning the practical side of the industry step by step. Unlike many who arrived in Hollywood chasing instant fame, McClure entered with patience and humility. He viewed early auditions as learning experiences, building discipline and resilience that would become essential once steady opportunities finally began to appear. Early television work and breakthrough success. Doug McClure's first professional appearances arrived in the late 1950s through guest roles in popular series such as Death Valley Days and Maverick. These small parts helped him understand camera work, timing, and the rhythm of television production. His breakthrough came in 1962, when he was cast as Trampas in NBC's long-running western, The Virginian. The role transformed him from a working actor into a recognizable household name. Trampas was written as witty, loyal, and slightly mischievous, a refreshing contrast to the stern gunslinger stereotypes common at the time. McClure infused the character with warmth and humor, creating a personality that felt genuine rather than exaggerated. Audience connected with the playful charm and emotional sincerity he brought each week. Over 9 seasons, his portrayal helped define a new style of Western hero, someone who balanced toughness with kindness and confidence with a light-hearted smile. Life. After a signature role. Following the end of The Virginian in 1971, McClure continued working steadily in film and television, though none of his later projects matched the cultural impact of Trampas. He found a comfortable niche in adventure and science fiction films throughout the 1970s, including titles like The Land That Time Forgot and At the Earth's Core. These productions often embraced imaginative storytelling and special effects that later earned cult followings. While critics sometimes labeled them as campy, fans appreciated McClure's enthusiastic performances and easy rapport with co-stars. He approached each role with professionalism, never dismissing genre work as less important. His willingness to explore fantasy and action kept him visible across different audiences and generations. Even when trends shifted, he remained a familiar face on television through guest appearances, demonstrating adaptability and a genuine love for performing rather than chasing prestige alone. Public image, humor, and cultural influence. Beyond his filmography, McClure left a distinct impression on popular culture. His name became widely recognized, eventually inspiring affectionate parodies such as the animated character Troy McClure on The Simpsons. Rather than taking offense, he reportedly viewed these nar isam uder trausmara siokermus crosis understanding that parody often signals lasting recognition. British comedy programs also referenced his adventure roles, gently poking fun at the dinosaur-filled plots he once battled on screen. These jokes did not diminish his reputation. Instead, they highlighted how memorable his persona had become. Colleagues frequently described him as approachable and gracious with fans, someone who appreciated the unusual path his career ascertained in. His image was that of a dependable professional who did not take himself too seriously. This blend of humility and humor allowed him to remain well-liked long after his most famous television years had passed. Working relationships and on-set dynamics. Television productions often bring together strong personalities, long hours, and creative pressures, and The Virginian was no exception. Doug McClure and co-star James Drury portrayed characters whose on-screen partnership became central to the show's success. Off-screen, accounts from cast and crew suggest that their working styles sometimes differed. McClure was known for his relaxed humor and lighthearted energy, while Drury tended to be more serious and focused during filming. Such contrasts can occasionally lead to misunderstandings or creative tension, especially within long-running series where expectations remain high year after year. Importantly, both actors maintained professionalism in public appearances and continued collaborating throughout the show's full run. Many historians note that differing personalities do not necessarily equal personal hostility. Rather, they reflect the natural variety found in any collaborative workplace. Their combined performances ultimately contributed to the enduring popularity of the series and demonstrated mutual commitment to the project. Personal life, later career, and health away from the spotlight, McClure experienced the ordinary ups and downs of personal life, including multiple marriages and the challenges of balancing family with a demanding acting schedule. Despite these pressures, friends often described him as loyal and good-natured, someone who valued simple pleasures such as sports and music. In the 1990s, he continued to accept roles, even small cameo appearances that allowed longtime fans to reconnect with him. During this period, he also faced serious health difficulties, eventually being diagnosed with lung cancer. True to his character, he approached his illness with quiet determination and continued working when possible. His final years reflected both resilience and gratitude for the career he had built. He remained appreciative of colleagues and supporters who remembered him not only for his on-screen adventures, but also for the kindness he showed behind the scenes. Legacy of warmth and enduring recognition. Doug McClure passed away on February 5, 1995, at the age of 59, leaving behind decades of performances that spanned westerns, science fiction, and television drama. Tributes from fans and fellow actors emphasized his approachable personality and consistent professionalism rather than controversy or rivalry. His legacy rests largely on the enduring affection for Trampas and the sense of optimism he brought to his characters. Even years later, references to his work continue to appear in popular media, reminding audiences of a time when television westerns shaped weekly entertainment for millions. McClure's career illustrates how steady dedication, humor, and authenticity can leave a lasting mark without constant headlines. He is remembered not simply as a genre actor, but as a performer who carried warmth onto every set, turning roles, large or small, into memorable moments that still resonate with viewers today.